Brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Pulls it in at the 13.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to it quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
And normally when you see guys move it this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a play fake. Rodgers steps away. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
Yeah, showed it right there outside of the pocket and on the money. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play there for Vegas. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 40 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Rodgers will throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. taken from about the 12. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Trent. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Chiefs. That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Raiders 8, Chiefs 7.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Christian Kirk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
Raiders 8. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defense.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Vegas.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Rolling to his right. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
Touchdown! It's complete. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. They'll try and throw for it.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd and very short, Mahomes. He finds his and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw.
A check down here to Jones.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go with Jones, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 1st down, Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. Touchdown Raiders! Julio Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that challenge, a successful one. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game planned for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now here's Mahomes. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Oh, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
In addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Pulls it in at the 13. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught. It's Kirk. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still As a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Buying time to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. That is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Butker now to kick this one away. Offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Golladay. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
At the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Rodgers will throw for it. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On play action, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
On first down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Jones again, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes going to throw, eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers out to his left. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and didn't do it very often.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown Raiders. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ballgame. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were to realize as that one turned into a long touchdown.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10. Rodgers. They'll get this out to Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there for the Raiders.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And got his man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Hughes.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback in a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of it.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
At the Chiefs' 9-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Julio Jones. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Raiders extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play that time on the catch and run. Play action. Now it's blitz coming, and down he goes. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes flushed out right. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now, because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said,
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there for the Raiders.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Touchdown! That's caught. Julio Jones with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once Coach, we were down huge. And someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run. It's Kamara. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job